My first advice would be don't be buying any shares in GoPro anytime soon. So Digital Rev just put up a little video, I'll show you that just now, and it's because GoPro are coming out with the GoPro Hero 6 and it is not looking that interesting, not looking that impressive, not looking like it's actually going to be bringing anything new to the table whatsoever, and looking like it'll still suffer from the problems that the GoPro Hero 5 had. Best not be a GoPro Hero employee at the moment, or a GoPro employee. So I'll show you what the leaked stats are. So this is coming out tomorrow. It's meant to be, yeah, it's getting launched tomorrow or this Thursday, so maybe that's today. So it's capable of 4K, let's see, 4K at 60 frames a second. Big whoop. Currently it does 4K at 30 frames, like the Hero 5 does 4K at 30 frames a second, but again, the amount of times that anyone's shooting at 4K, not really happening. And needing slow motion in 4K, not that important. Considering you can shoot at full 1080 at 60 frames or 120 frames a second, you can even shoot at the 1440 or the 2.7K at around about 60 frames a second as well. So you can get at least 40% speed in there. So if you want a bit of slow motion going on there. So yeah, 4K, nobody's using it. I barely ever use it. It's just complete waste of time, it heats up the camera more, uses up batteries more, uses up the memory like stink, and you're not really gaining that much from it. So that's great, it's going up to 60 frames a second. It's not something that anyone really needs. Let's see what the next thing is. Which is double of what the Hero 5 and the Hero 5 Session can offer. Yeah, it's double. It's like, hey, here's a pair of glasses. How about we give you one with 4 legs on it? That is double the number of legs. You're like, I don't need them. That doesn't make it any better. That's actually just going to be more annoying. They're like, yeah, but it's double. Great. I'm trying to think of another example of it. But yeah, so it's like, that's wonderful. What else is it saying? The leaked photo also suggests that the Hero 6 can record 1080 at 240 frames a second. That's great. My biggest gripe with GoPro since the Hero 3 is that as soon as you go above the 50-60 frames a second, the image quality is not very good. I'm trying not to swear here. For every camera so far, once you go above 60 frames a second, it then starts doing some crappy line binning, pixel binning, something which means you end up getting horrendous aliasing. Which, you know, oh, it's great, you've got 4K and you've got slow motion, but if your slow motion is obviously crap footage compared to your normal 1080, like I could not mix 1080 60 frames a second with 1080 90 or 120 or 90, 100 or 120 frames a second, because the footage, there is a clear change, and there is a change in even shape of the image as well. You're like, whatever's happening here is not good. So it's like, yeah, you can do more frames a second, but if it's more crap frames a second, it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't mean anybody wants to use it, especially when you've got software packages like Flixer, and even Final Cut Pro can do like in-image slow motion kind of stuff. That it's not really necessary, and it's better. I regularly advise people shoot at a maximum of 60 frames a second. You can slow that down to 40% speed, and then you can add in is it Flixer or Trickster to do slow motion, and you can bring that back down by another 50%, and it'll look fantastic. Then what else is it saying? Slow motion videos are nothing innovative. They are cool. Being able to shoot these 10 times slower is kind of cool, no doubt about it. It's also reported that GoPro will use a custom processor this time. The custom processor means that they've built it themselves. Does that necessarily mean it's better than getting it from a dedicated company that's making processors? Who knows? But a custom processor doesn't necessarily mean a better processor. It just means they get to keep it in-house, which means GoPro will have more control over the new camera. Great. Does that really mean anything to the consumer? Not like, I'm not going to go, I need to buy it because it's got a new processor, which GoPro own. I need to buy the GoPro Hero 6, obviously, because the new processor. What does it do? I don't know, but it's their own one. That's not that great. Can the company utilise the Hero 6 to get itself back on track? I don't think so. I don't think so. If you've got shares, is it like what was it? Apple recently came out with they've got about 10 products that they came out with. And you've got the iPhone 8, the 64GB, the 256GB, the iPhone 8 Plus, or whatever it is. They're both doubles of those. Then you've got the phone, the watch, which is both the Wi-Fi and the non-Wi-Fi, and the cellular, and then the iPhone 10 with the multiple options, and the Apple TV. So it came out with like 9 products, and their share price dropped by $10. Ouch, not so good. Don't think that because they're going to come out with a camera which nobody really needs, isn't really much of an upgrade from the Hero 5. And the Hero 5's audio is shockingly bad. The audio, so many times I'm recording, and if I'm trying to do quick snaps, the audio is just gash, and the wind is caught so much to the point when I'm doing blogging, a lot of the time I much prefer to use my GoPro Hero 3 Black, or Hero 3 Plus Black Edition, because the audio is better on that than it is on the Hero 5. Just because the Hero 5, it's like a naked camera, which the wind just gets sucked into it. So yeah, nothing really innovative here from what I'm seeing. So maybe they'll come out with a Karma 2. Yeah, because that's selling well. Yeah, don't expect anything impressive, and don't expect people to go, oh, I need the new Hero 6 because reasons? That's the thing, GoPro doesn't quite have the same religious, fanatical fan following that Apple does. So there's good people go, yeah, I've already got a GoPro Hero 4, 5 session. Nobody's going to go, oh, I need to get the latest because it's the best. So many people bought them and go, I've got a GoPro. Oh, my life's really boring and I don't really take videos of anything. And yeah, I wish I hadn't done that. And that was when the market just went through the floor for them. So yeah, it's not like they've got people that bought them, never use them, and go, I need to get the latest one because, you know, like at least with phones, even if it's a crap phone, but it looks good, everyone's got that phone because it does stuff. With the GoPro camera, if you're not a mountain biker doing amazing tricks or a mountaineer or anything like that, then there's not really much demand for you to go out and upgrade each term. I doubt I will be, unless there's something amazing about it. I might buy it anyway, just for fun, but nah, I wouldn't bother. Cheers, bye-bye.